I gotta go to the bathroom. In all fairness, I think there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that there won't be any Larry Etter dad jokes tonight. The bad news is you're going to have to sit here for 35 minutes and listen to my life history. But as they say in Hollywood, let's roll it. I am so honored and humbled by this distinction and recognition. And I want to say thank you specifically to NAC, Chris, Rob, and ShowEast. Andrew, we've worked together for a long time, including Bob. I wish he was here. I met Bob in 1993, if you can believe that. Earlier, I was at the bar, and a gentleman walked up to me, and he basically said, "So, what are you here for? Who are you here to honor?" I kind of laughed. And I kind of chuckled a little bit. We talked about age, and I remember when Chris called and he said, "Larry, we'd like to give you the Icon Award." I said, "Well, Chris, they only give that to old people. Does that mean my Medicare application was approved?" But in my life, like your life, we've had to make career choices. And so I created a little Venn diagram for you to kind of give you an idea about how I got where I'm at. When I was in high school, I loved math. I liked sciences, and I was pretty good at it. And then there came this time when I thought that I was pretty decent at problem solving. If you're good at problem solving and you're good at math, they generally say that you should be an engineer. I can't put a bicycle together. So I looked further, and as I got into college, I realized that I had some skills working with people, and I had people skills. And if you have people skills, and if you can, solve problems, you belong in management. Now, I know some of you here in the audience are OCD. How many people are OCD? Right? If you're OCD and you like math, I'm going to suggest you go into accounting. Now, in all fairness, I know the group here, some of us do like drinking. And if you have people skills and you like drinking, then you belong in here. Now, some of you, okay, not many of us here, are heartless. And if you're OCD and you're heartless, maybe you should go into Now, if you're heartless and you like to drink, Chris? Now, Chris, I hope you'll take this with a smile, too. Okay? Yeah. If my life was a film, it'd probably be very much like Biff the Clown does Malcolm. And in some form, I'd like to recognize everybody that has had a positive influence on me. Therefore, I created the cast of thank yous. And I've realized after looking at this, I even left out some people. There are probably 200 names here that had a very positive effect on my life. So David Ostrander, Christina Bloomer, Hank Lightstone, you won't see your name up here, but I do know that you've been positive on my behalf. So what is an icon? I think we've heard some definitions. It's a symbol, it's an image that represents something special, something with integrity. And for me, I went, whoa, that's way too big for me and my character. If any of you know me well, I think someone said it earlier that my activities are about a fourth of what my age is. So please forgive me for any of those moments in my life when I've been a little childish and a little silly. I think in my career, there's no magical formula, there's no specific spice that has made me successful. But I think it comes down to this. You have to be able to set goals. You have to understand what your objectives are. But in fact, you need a purpose. Goals in and of themselves are a progressive realization of worthwhile objectives. But purpose is what adds substantiability to that. And my purpose, in all fairness, has been doing three things: love, honor, and serve. And I think if all of us in this room and in this nation took on those responsibilities, we'd all be very, very successful. And when you merge goals with purpose, you develop significance. And I think that's what's happened today. And I greatly appreciate everyone here. I thank you very, very much for what you've done. Again, thank you, NAC. Thank you, ShowEast, and Andrew, and Bob's not here. I'd like to thank him personally. One thing that happened today at lunch that I want to bring up is that I think Kelly Palmer was talking about our industry. And he said, it's not about I, it's about we. And as he stood here, the ShowEast logo was behind him. And if you look at the center of the ShowEast logo, there are two letters, W and E. We collaborated to make the entertainment industry special. I thank you very, very much.